What's up, guys? It's your boy Dio back out here for another one. And it has been a while, guys, a couple of weeks since I've been able to make a video. I've been nursing a bad knee, and this is about the first day I've really been able to get out and ride my bike like I want to. So I wanted to make a video for you guys and just have a quick chat about a couple topics. And I'm out today on the Riding Times GT73. Mine is modified to 72 volts with the QS motor in the back and the far driver controller. If you want to get one, use my link down in the description or enter code DIO at Riding Times website and save yourself $100. But you may not want to do it just yet because it is the month of June, and based on the information they gave me, they do anticipate the Riding Times GT73 Pro becoming available this month. So we had some preliminary specs on that bike that we talked about in a different video. If I can figure out how, I'll put a link to that video somewhere on the screen. But I'm not sure if those are going to be the final specs or not. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see what happens, what they actually bring to market. But I'm assuming my discount code will work on that one as well. So if you guys may want to wait, I think it'll just be maybe another week or two before they actually release it, and just see what it is, what the pricing is going to be before you make your buying decision. But either way, use my code to help support the channel. And on the topic of the GT73, I have seen some comments, and there were some people in the Facebook group that had some issues with their bike. Maybe had some issues reaching Riding Times via their customer service. And the only thing I can say to that, guys, is that I don't work for Riding Times. I do have a discount code, but that is basically the extent of my involvement. Now, I can try and reach out to the person that I communicate with to try and help you guys out and see if I can get you some support. But outside of that, there's not much else that I can do. Just a couch. People just dump the couch out in the middle of the desert. I hate seeing stuff like this, guys. This is horrible. Take your garbage to the dump, guys. Take it to the dump. There are places for this kind of stuff, not in the middle of the desert, man. Anyway. But one thing I will say, guys, is that they're just like a lot of these other companies. They are based out of China. And if you know anything about the e-bike world, you know that sometimes, customer service is hard to get with these companies because of the time difference, etc., etc. But it's not unique to Riding Times. You search any brand, even the big ones. Like I remember when Super 73 first really hit the scene, all their motors were junk. So yeah, you run into that. I think Riding Times overall has put out a good product, brought a good product to market. I have had no problems getting responses from customer service. It has, hasn't been instantaneous. It does take a couple days sometimes to get an answer back, but I do get an answer back. So all I can say is just keep trying. If you don't have any success, reach out to me via email, and I'll be more than happy to see if I can get you an answer or get you some kind of support. And on that note, one thing that has been in the news a lot lately is the crackdown that we are seeing on these Emoto style bikes. And that got me to thinking, my area, I don't really anticipate having any problems. But I know everybody, doesn't live in a semi-rural area like I do. Some of you guys live in big cities, and I know like in a lot of the bigger cities, they're cracking down. Even in Vegas, they're cracking down on the bike. So it makes me wonder, what is the future for high-powered bikes? And I keep seeing things like the, I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, I believe it's called the Banel, with that CYC mid-drive motor on it. And things that look, like traditional bicycles, but have the power like these type of bikes, or like Surons even. And I'm wondering, is that what the future holds for us, guys? Are those the type of bikes that we're gonna have to try and get in order to keep enjoying the speed that we like, but to keep ourselves under the radar? Because it seems like a lot of these Suron kids have really ruined it for guys like me that just want to be able to cruise on my bike and not pop wheelies and cause a disturbance in traffic. It's like that type of riding has gotten ruined. So what do you guys think? I don't know if the wife will let me spend the kind of money that they're asking for that Benel, or even like the Luna cycles. I think it's like the X 2.5. Those type of bikes, I mean, you're looking, you know, about $5,000, where you're getting a high quality mountain bike with a high powered mid drive, you know, pushing 60, you know, 70 volts. So I was wondering, guys, would you guys be interested in seeing something like that? Because I would be interested in having something like that, and I don't know if I can modify my mountain bike with the Bafang M620 motor to try and have that kind of power, reach those kind of speeds. I'm just not sure if the, you know, the controller upgrades or anything like that are available for my bike, but I am going to look into it, because I think that may be the route that a lot of people are going to have to go, just to be able to still enjoy the speed, enjoy the suspension. You're just going to have to do it in a more stealthy get up. It's going to have to look like a regular bike, something that doesn't turn the eyes. But I guess the one benefit to that, and I've seen it like in the different, like I see Sarancer had a video on it, you can take those bikes, you know, to the mountain bike trails and nobody cares, because it's still just an electric mountain bike at the end of the day. So what do you guys think? Get down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I really like the looks of that Benel bike and the power and everything, even though it is limited to 30 miles per hour. So I almost feel like I'd be better off buying the motor kit, installing it myself and putting it on the bike of my choosing, and that way I won't have that speed limitation. But I don't know, it's just all in the thought process stage right now, guys. But for the time being, for the summer, I'm gonna keep enjoying this Riding Times GT73, get out and make some content. I'm gonna do some exploring, guys. So again, if you want to get your own, make sure you use my link down in the description, or enter code DO at checkout, save yourself $100. If you're interested in any things that I use to upgrade my bike, the motor, the controller, anything like that, there are links for all of that stuff down in the description. And I know a couple of you guys have reached out to me via email looking for help with your builds and your mods on your bike. The best way to get that kind of information, guys, is not from me via email, but join either the Facebook group or the Discord. There, myself and tons of other guys that are modding and riding these bikes that are there and more than willing to help you guys out. So you'll get faster responses that way, and you'll get more minds to address your issues, so maybe you can get a solution a little bit faster. But that's going to do it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. We're going to keep moving forward, man. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers. We're growing fast. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.